Hey students, just a quick tip as you're walking through the hallway. We really recommend that you keep your Chromebook in its case when you're in the hallway. If you want to put that in your backpack, feel free to try to do that. However, if you have books and things like that in your book bag, it's going to probably put pressure on the case. You don't want that. So we really recommend keeping that separate from your book bag when you're in the hallway.
Hey, did your teacher ask you to get up and go collaborate with someone else? Hold your Chromebook like this when you're moving, not like this.
All right, students, go ahead and close your Chromebook for a few minutes.
Oh, shoot.
So unfortunately, Alex realized a little bit too late that he had his headphones on his computer. So you really want to be careful that when you are working on your Chromebook, if your teacher asks you to close it or if the bell's about to ring, remove those headphones away from your computer. Any pens or pencils, make sure that those aren't on your keyboard, and then just really be careful, because here's what happened. The headphones impacted the screen here, and then he shut it, and that crack spread. You really don't want to have that. If for some reason you do find a problem with your Chromebook, like a cracked screen or a dent in the corner because you dropped it, whatever the case may be, make sure you go find your teacher or some adult in your building that can help you and give you a loaner while this gets repaired at TSI at the high school. Before we let you go, we want to share a couple of tips that are going to make your school year a lot easier when you're using your Chromebook. So the first one, we want to show you how to bookmark any of the websites you're going to be using for your classes, but bookmark them in a way that's going to put them in a folder that makes them really easy to find. So the first thing we want to show you is how to create a folder on your bookmark bar. So the cursor you'll see right here, this is your bookmark bar right here. All you need to do to start off is find a blank spot on your Chromebook bookmark bar, which is where that arrow is, and then right click. There's a couple ways to do that. You can tap with 2 fingers, or you can hold down Control and tap the mouse pad. So first thing you're going to do here is you're going to add folder, and you'll see a box pop up here. We'll name that folder. In this instance, we're going to pretend you're in the TSI class here at the high school, and we'll hit save. Now, if you look up in the top right there, you see a lovely folder that says TSI. Now we need to bookmark our Google Classroom site for TSI, which is the site you see here. So what you're going to do is on the left, next to the HTTP, or HTTPS in this case, you should see some symbol. Sometimes it's a lock, sometimes it's these little buildings, sometimes it's just other images, but in this case it's the 2 little buildings. So we're going to hold and click on those 2 buildings and drag them over to that TSI folder we just created. You'll see the website kind of pulling along with it, and we'll drop it right on top there. So if we click on that folder, you'll see that there is now a website listed there. So it's a really quick, easy way for you to do that. If you have a textbook, if you have any other websites that you're frequently going to use in your class, is a great tip. Okay, our last 2 tips can either be used together or on their own. So let's say you are in history class and you've been asked to find a map and share with the class the map that you found. So here we are in our textbook, and we found a map of Fort Sumter. If you want to put this in your Google slideshow, the best way to do this is probably taking a screenshot. So to do that, you're going to hit the Control button on your computer, and then if you look at the top of your keyboard, you see what looks like multiple windows or a square with 2 lines to the right. If you hold down Control and hit that button at the same time, it's going to take a screenshot of your entire screen. Then, let's say you want to figure out, hey, did that really work? Well, one way you can tell is on the right hand of your screen, it just said screenshot taken. But if you really want to be safe and double check, or let's say you're saving images or anything else for class, go and find your files folder. Some people have it saved in their screen. It's that little blue circle with the white folder in it. But if you don't see that saved at the bottom, you can click the looking glass or magnifying glass icon there, and sometimes you'll see it there at the bottom. You can also type files in the search box and it'll come up, or you can click on the right side where it says all apps and look for files there too. So we'll open files, and once that pops open, you'll see a new box. there it is. It was taken at 9/14/33, and there's a brief, tiny image of it. You can always click on it to make sure it's what you wanted, and you can use a photo editor to crop that image, or you can even do that in Google.